Hello, students. Hope you all are fit and fine, and you all have learned your previous topic that we have done in our last class. So, students will continue with the same chapter 1 of history, the medieval period. So, let's do a quick revision of your previous topic that we have finished in our last class. So that day, students, we have learned first that Indian history is divided into three periods. The first one is ancient, second one is medieval, and the third one is modern periods. And many changes take place between the time periods. And students, the period was lasted for almost 1100 years. The medieval period started from 8th century and end with late 18th century. And the first topic was changing terminology, in which we have learned the different names of India at different periods of time, and the new technologies and ideologies that came along with people to our subcontinent, and new languages, new religion that came to our country with people, and sources of history. So that day we have learned that there are two main sources of history. So we'll continue with the same topic, that there are two main sources of history. The first one is archaeological source, and the next one is literary sources. So now, students, that what are archaeological sources? So archaeological sources are basically the material evidences like inscriptions, monuments, coins, paintings, and sculpture. And it also include temples, palaces, mosques, forts, tombs, utensils, tools, weapons, ornaments, toys, statues, ruins of old buildings, etc. So students, at that time lot of temples built in India during medieval period, especially in South India. And uh, coins were also issued during that time, that are very important sources of information, that provide important information about medieval period. Now students, the first one archaeological source. The first one archaeological sources inscriptions. What are inscriptions? Inscriptions are words that are written or cut on something, like written on book or inscribed on wall, pillar, or a monument. It is called an inscription. And the one more thing is the study of inscriptions is called epigraphy. Inscriptions की पढ़ाई को हम epigraphy कहते हैं. And in medieval period, inscriptions are in various languages, are present in various languages. As we know that India is a country of diversity, and we have different languages in different regions. So that time also inscriptions were written in different languages. Example, like inscriptions are on Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, the Qutub Minar, and the Rajput palaces. Now, our next one archaeological source is monuments. Monuments, smarak. Monuments are a building or a statue that is built to remind people of a famous person or event. So, monuments, or we can say that monuments are an old building that is of historical importance. वो पुरानी इमारत जिसका कोई ऐतिहासिक महत्व हो, जैसे कि पैलेसेस, फोर्ट्स, टेम्पल्स, मॉस्क्स, tombs, and other buildings. So students, these buildings tell us about the architectural styles used by people, like Muslims use the minarets and domes. What are domes? गुम्बद in their building. एग्जाम्पल, जैसे हम ऐसी बिल्डिंग्स को देख सकते हैं जिसमें डोम्स का यूज़ किया गया है, मीनार्स का यूज़ किया गया है, जैसे कि द रेड फोर्ट and the Jama Masjid, the Taj Mahal. Now the next one archaeological source is coins. We all know coins, sikke. So coins are a piece of money made of metal, and invention of coin also encouraged trade. मेडवल मध्यकाल में भी सिक्के के इन्वेंशन ने व्यापार को बढ़ावा दिया, मोटिवेट किया, एंड it is also helpful that we can know the name of kings, queens and dates that when they issued. And study of coins is called numismatics. सिक्कों की पढ़ाई को हम क्या कहते हैं, स्टडी को हम क्या कहते हैं, numismatics. Now the next one, archaeological sources, paintings and sculptures. A painting is a work, a sculpture is a work of art that is produced by carving or shaping materials such as stone or clay. So, students, sculptures made in medieval period are also figures of kings, queens, gods and goddesses. These sculptures were made of bronze, stone or wood. The most famous one sculpture of the medieval period is the dancing Shiva Natarajan, made during the Chola Empire, that you can see in your page also. Now the next one source of history, that is literary sources. So what are literary sources? Students, literary sources are the information sources reviewed to create a report that are in written form. Basically वो sources, इतिहास के वो स्रोत जो हमारे पास लिखित तौर पे मौजूद हैं, written form में मौजूद हैं, these are indirect source of history, जिससे हम अपने इतिहास को जान सकते हैं. So some of the literary sources are court chroniclers, biographies, autobiographies, travelogues, regional and religious languages, literature. Now the first one literary source, that is court chroniclers. What are court chronicles? Vrittant. Chronicles, Vrittant, a record or narrative description of past events. So court historians and poets wrote the history of the rulers or the ruling dynasty. जो भी राजा महाराजा होते थे, उनके इम्पॉर्टेंट इवेंट्स, उनके जो भी अचीवमेंट्स होते थे, उसको कोर्ट के जो हिस्टोरियंस होते थे, पोइट्स होते थे, वो लिखते थे ताकि आने वाले समय में लोग उसको जान सकें, और वो क्या कहलाता था, कोर्ट क्रॉनिकल्स. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज लिटरेरी सोर्सेज, बायोग्राफीज and autobiographies. Biographies. Some kings wanted the world after them to know their extraordinary life and events, their achievements, what they have done. तो उसके लिए वो या तो अपनी बायोग्राफीज़ खुद लिखते, ऑटोबायोग्राफीज़ लिखते थे, आत्मकथाएं खुद लिखते थे, या फिर उनकी जीवनी किसी और के द्वारा लिखी जाती थी, जिसको हम बायोग्राफी कहते हैं. सो द फर्स्ट वन इज़ बायोग्राफीज़. Some of the examples of biographies that were written in medieval period are Prithviraj Raso by Chand Bardai describes the life and adventures of Chauhan rulers, Prithviraj Chauhan. And the next one is Humayun Nama by Gulbadan Begum, Akbar Nama by Abul Fazl. And the next one is autobiographies. So students, what are autobiographies? Some kings knew how to read and write, एंड दे रोट देयर ऑटोबायोग्राफीज़. उन्होंने अपनी आत्मकथा खुद से लिखी क्योंकि वो लिखना पढ़ना जानते थे. और उन्हीं कुछ ऑटोबायोग्राफीज़ जो कि मेडिवल पीरियड में लिखी गई थी वो हैं फतूहत फिरोज शाही, जो कि फ़िरोज़ शाह तुगलक ने लिखी थी, बाबरनामा बाबर, तुज़ूक़े जहांगीरी बाय एम्परर जहांगीर. स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन लिटरेरी सोर्सेज, ट्रेवलॉग्स. व्हाट आर ट्रेवलॉग्स? यात्रा वृत्तांत, अ पीस ऑफ राइटिंग अबाउट ट्रैवल. So as we know, many foreign travelers and scholars visited India during medieval period. These travelers visited different places, met different people, and sometimes also visited the court of kings. And they wrote a detailed account of their experiences. और उन्होंने यहाँ पूरी अपनी यात्रा को डिटेल में लिखा, जो भी जिनसे उन्होंने मुलाकात की, जिन भी किंग के वो कोर्ट में गए, इन सारी चीज़ों को हम ट्रेवलॉग्स कहते हैं. कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स ट्रेवलॉग्स के, जैसे कि एल-बुरूनी, हु विजिटेड इंडिया इन 11th century CE, wrote a book तहकीके हिंद, and Ibn Battuta, who came from Morocco and wrote the Rihla Travels. Abdul Razak, who was sent by ruler of Persia to the kingdom of Vijayanagar, wrote and shared his experiences. Now students, regional and religious literature. What is regional literature? So regional literature is a fiction and poetry that focuses on the characters, dialects, customs, dialects, उपभाषाएं, and topography and other features particularly to a specific region, like Geet Govind by Jayadev and poems by Pampa and Baswanna, etc. Now, religious literature that contain matter related to specific religion, किसी एक पर्टिकुलर धर्म के बारे में जो साहित्य हमें बताए उसे हम religious literature कहते हैं, जिसका सबसे कॉमन एग्जाम्पल है, सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है रामायण, द रामायण एंड द महाभारत. And the last one topic of this chapter is calligraphy. What is calligraphy? Calligraphy means the art of writing beautifully with a special pen or brush. So that time the handwritten manuscripts in the medieval period were written in a stylish and beautiful manner. This kind of decorative writing is called calligraphy. The tradition of calligraphy was also there in the ancient period. The Persians and Turks influenced it, and hence a distinctive calligraphy style was born. So students, the calligraphers used floral and geometric designs on walls and minarets of these monuments, to make it beautiful and to decorate it. So now one more thing. What are government records? The literary sources that were prepared that time are called government documents or archival records. Now the chapter is finished here with the last topic here. So students, I'll also give some homework questions to you that you have to do with yourself. So read the chapter, find out the answers and learn the important terms that is given in your chapter. So till then, thank you, and we'll continue with the answers in our next class. Till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you.